Every time you help someone to achieve success, you become more successful. Always help to lift the burdens of others. Capabilities are clearly manifested only when they have been realized. I don't need a lot. I just want to find my peace. Stop thinking of yourself as a victim. You were a target that is now no longer being hit. I wanted that future officer to weigh decisions with a supple mind and to be comfortable with nuance and uncertainty. I can learn to live with guilt. I don't care about being good. It is the privilege of the gods to want nothing, and of godlike men to want little. We are animals, and as animals we kill to survive. Unfortunately, some of us are monsters and kill just because they can. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. For it can never be that war shall preserve life, and peace destroy it. The question is not how to get cured, but how to live. It is difficult, when faced with a situation you cannot control, to admit you can do nothing. Whether you're pleasing or pissing everybody off, you're doing something wrong. People do not know how what is at variance agrees with itself. It is an attunement of opposite tensions, like that of the bow and the lyre. It is much harder to lie to someone's face, but it is also much harder to tell the truth to someone's face. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. The past is a place of learning, not a place of living. After all, a homeless man has reason to cry. Everything in the world is pointed against him. See, as much as you want to hold on to the bitter sore memory that someone has left this world, you are still in it. Atticus, he was real nice. Most people are. Scout, when you finally see them. Find ecstasy in life. The mere sense of living is joy enough. I is for integrity. Be honest with yourself and others. Embrace being perfectly imperfect. Learn from your mistakes and forgive yourself. You'll be happier. Spread kindness, caring, and compassion and create your own paradise. Infuse it with joy, and you've created heaven on earth. Learn from stars, even in the dark they give off light, not despair. Success or failure in business is caused more by mental attitude even than by mental capabilities. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. Take courage, my heart. You have been through worse than this. Be strong, saith my heart. I am a soldier. I have seen worse sights than this. If you've got the truth, you can demonstrate it. Talking doesn't prove it. Good people see the good and bring out the best in other people. Words are like eggs dropped from great heights. You can no more call them back than ignore the mess they leave when they fall. Life is like yoga. The only way you can enjoy it is by relaxing into any position you happen to find yourself in. There is nothing impossible to they who will try. It is the certainty that they possess the truth that makes men cruel. Sometimes you have to be a bitch to get things done. I am always doing what I cannot do yet, in order to learn how to do it. We have our dreams because without them we could not bear the truth. Keep your friends close, your enemies even closer. Make improvements, not excuses. Seek respect, not attention. All sacrifice and suffering is redemptive. It is used to either teach the individual or to help others. Nothing is by chance. The problem with people is they forget that most of the time it's the small things that count. Youth cannot know how age thinks and feels, but old men are guilty if they forget what it was to be young. Look for the good in every person, in every situation. You'll almost always find it. Summer is for surrendering. Winter is for wondering. Sometimes things happen to people and they're not equipped to deal with them. Be happy with who you are and what you do, and you can do anything you want. It's easy to believe in someone else, the hard part to believe in yourself. I was halfway across America, at the dividing line between the east of my youth and the west of my future. Life is something that happens when you can't get to sleep. Be the kind of person who catches the shit before it hits the fan, not the one who scrapes it off afterwards. All is mystery, but he is a slave who will not struggle to penetrate the dark veil. Growing up is losing some illusions in order to acquire others. Law is made by the winner to preserve victory over the loser. The unhappiest people in this world are those who care the most about what other people think. A life isn't measured in hours and minutes. It's the quality, not the length. Temperament is just an elite perception of who you seem to be right now, not who you will ever be. A thing worth having is a thing worth cheating for. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. In order to move on, you must understand why you felt what you did and why you no longer need to feel it. The meaning of earthly existence lies not, as we have grown used to thinking, in prospering, but in the development of the soul. When the going gets weird, the weird turn professional. Wildflower, pick up your pretty little head, it will get easier. Your dreams are not dead. All people know the same truth. Our lives consist of how we choose to distort it. Fear is the polio of the soul which prevents our walking by faith. The inner fire is the most important thing mankind possesses. Know that bad character and attitude can block people from seeing the skill, talent, or potential you have. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Time is what keeps things from happening all at once. Every man had his personal habits, passions, and impulses toward goodness, beauty, and truth. The man of wisdom is never of two minds. The man of benevolence never worries. The man of courage is never afraid. Si no usaba esta vida, entonces la estaba desperdiciando. When your intentions are pure, so too will be your success. We are alone. Live our lives, lacking anything better to do. Devise reason later. When you stop complaining about others for not helping you and focus on your efforts, there's no stopping you. Intelligence alone is not nearly enough when it comes to acting wisely. Reason may be employed to support faith as well as to destroy it. I prefer for my world to have the highest certification of being a faithful representation of the exterior world. The harder you fall, the heavier your heart. The heavier your heart, the stronger you climb. The stronger you climb, the higher your pedestal. We are the sum of all people we have ever met. You change the tribe, and the tribe changes you. But every difference of opinion is not a difference of principle. Digression is the soul of wit. Take the philosophic asides away from Dante, Milton, or Hamlet's father's ghost, and what stays is dry bones. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. The summer's flower is to the summer sweet, though to itself it only live and die. Clean your home first before complaining about others. If they don't like you for being yourself, be yourself even more. Your greatest self has been waiting your whole life. Don't make it wait any longer. Change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. The most powerful relationship you will ever have is the relationship with yourself. Wisdom is having things right in your life and knowing why. No matter who you are, no matter what you did, no matter where you've come from, you can always change, become a better version of yourself. Silence is nice to have if you wanted it, but maddening if you didn't. Emulate good behavior that when you encounter people from your past, you won't have to hide yourself away. If life throws you a few bad notes or vibrations, don't let them interrupt or alter your song. It is rare for people to be asked the question which puts them squarely in front of themselves. I'm glad I see with my eyes and not the pages I've read. It is only after the deepest darkness that the greatest joy can come. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. The truth has always been a more complex commodity than the market can easily package and sell. A man who does not know his weaknesses will never understand his strength. Jasta had once defined a fool as a person who ignored information because it disagreed with desired results. The most important person you meet in life is your higher self.